Dear students, today our topic is dimensions of a physical quantity. In earlier class, we have seen what is a physical quantity. Any quantity which can be measured directly or indirectly is known as physical. Now, what are the dimensions? Dimensions of physical quantity we define as the powers to which the fundamental quantities are to be raised to represent that physical quantity. That means the fundamental quantities that are mass, length, and time. First, there are seven. Then there is a temperature, luminosity, electric current, and amount of substance. These are seven fundamental quantities. Now, the dimensions of physical quantity are the powers to which the fundamental quantities are raised. That means mass, length, and time are raised to represent that physical quantity. We'll write here. Or the powers to which the fundamental quantities are raised to represent that physical quantity. That means dimensions of physical quantity are defined as the powers to which the fundamental quantities are raised to represent that physical quantity. For example, area of a substance is represented as length into length, that is L2 here. Now look here. The dimensional analysis says that the dimension of physical quantity are the powers to which the fundamental quantities are raised. Here the only one fundamental exists, that is the length. So we will write it like this. What does it mean? That means area has 0 dimensions in mass, 2 dimensions in length, and 0 dimensions in time. The zero dimensions, that is 0 dimensions in mass, or in other words we can say this area is independent of the mass, 2 dimensions in length and 0 dimensions in time. Or in other words we can say this area, it is independent of mass and time and depends on the square of the length. So the dimensions of the area are represented as 0 in mass, 2 dimensions in length, and 0 dimensions in time. This is the dimension of physical. That means dimension of physical quantity are the powers to which the fundamental quantity, that is the mass, length, and time, are raised to represent that physical quantity. This gives us the dimension of the physical quantity. Second, for example, we will write here volume. Volume is length, or simply we will write it as length into breadth into height, that is L cube. So what will it become? It will become L cube. Or we will write it like this. is m0 L cube T0. Now look here, the dimensions of volume are m0, L cube and T cube. In other words, we can say volume is independent of mass and time and depends on the length. So here the dimensions of volume are 0 in mass, 3 in length and 0 in time. Now we will write third, velocity or speed. It is displacement divided by time. What is displacement? It is length divided by time. So we will write it as dimensional. Is L divided by T, or we will write it like this. There is no mass, so M0 is L1 or L, and T it is -1. So the dimensions of volume are 0 in mass, 1 in length and -1 in time. Thank you.